Hello friends, thank you for joining Yoga with Lucy. Today we're going to work on foundation. When you think of foundation, I want you to think of a strong, well-built house. A house that's been built to withstand any type of climate, environment, weather, no matter what life throws at it, it's able to withstand the test of time. For you, building your foundation, we're going to work on the stabilizer muscles and the core so that no matter what life throws at you, whether it's on the mat or off the mat, you're able to breeze on through and withstand the test of time. So I invite you to join me in a child's pose or a pose of your choice so that we can get grounded and centered. Toes coming together, big toes. Knees can be apart or together, arms extended out, palms pressing into the earth. If the forehead comes to the earth, go ahead and rest that. If the earth needs to be brought up to you, maybe grab a block. Whether you're new to yoga or you've been doing this a long time, don't be afraid of the props. Props are great. They allow us to fully access the pose. And Paxton's coming to say hello. So go ahead and take a nice, slow, deep inhale through the nose, sending the breath down the spine, filling the belly, feeling it press up against the thigh. And exhale, sending that breath back up the spine and out. Inhale through the nose, bringing the vitality and life force into the body, allowing it to fill the lungs, fully expand in the back, the sides, the front. And as you exhale, feeling the hips release down closer to the heels. And as you allow your natural breath, inhaling and exhaling through the nose, take a moment to concentrate on the breath, allowing it to act as a bridge to bring the mind and the body together. Maybe rock the head side to side, giving the forehead a little massage, allowing the body to come into a moment of stillness, using our breath as an anchor. We can always come back to that. Gives the mind something to concentrate on, to keep it centered and grounded. We can take this on or off the mat when life gets a little overwhelming. Just stopping for a moment, concentrating on the breath, taking a few rounds of slow, deep inhalations, and even longer, slow, releasing exhalations, brings the body into a more calm and relaxed state so that you're able to handle whatever life throws at you. We'll take one more deep inhalation through the nose. Fill the belly, expand the ribs, fill the chest, open the mouth, sigh it out. And as we inhale, coming up to our tabletop position, the hands underneath the shoulders, the knees underneath the hips, tops of the feet pressing into the earth. The head is in a line with the spine, belly button pulled in for support. This is our neutral spine. We'll do a few rounds of cat-cow, starting with cow on an inhalation, lifting the tail, dropping the belly, opening the chest, lifting the gaze. As you exhale, tucking the tail, doming the upper back, and letting the crown of the head fall in the direction of the earth. Inhale, dropping the belly, pulling those shoulder blades together, lifting the gaze. Exhale, hollowing out the belly, pushing the earth away, dropping the head, relaxing. Inhale. See if you can take the whole breath, high Paxton, for the whole movement, starting with the head, or starting with the tail and finishing with the head. And coming back into neutral spine. Send the right toes back, squaring the hips, extending the left arm out. Maybe lifting that back leg, pulling the belly in for support, helping with the wobbles. Maybe incorporating some movement. Inhale, stretch the arm forward, the foot back. Exhale, bringing the knee and the elbow together. Inhale, stretch it out. Exhale, together. Inhale and exhale. Stretch it out. Come back to tabletop. Send the left toes back. Square the hips. Extend the right arm. Maybe lifting up the back leg. Working on that spinal balance. Maybe incorporating the movements. Bringing the elbow and knee together. Grow it long. Exhale, together. Inhale, straighten out. One more, exhale. And inhale. Come back to tabletop. Send the hips back. Child's pose. Inhale, coming up. Tuck the toes and those hips up and back. Coming into our first down dog. Fingertips pressing into the mat. The head is relaxed. The shoulder blades are separated. The hips are high. There's a soft bend to the knee, maintaining that straight spine. Working on the even distribution of weight between the hands and the feet. Building that strong foundation. You want to introduce some movement. Walk this out, alternating bending and straightening. Stretching the bottom of the foot, the calves, the hamstrings. You press down in the fingertips to take the pressure off the palm and the wrist. And finding some stillness, put a bend to the knee. Really work on pressing the earth away with the hands and the feet. Inhale, the heels high. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward. Take a stroll. The feet meet the hands. Coming into our forward fold. Letting the head hang heavy. Feet are hip width distance apart, pressing down into the earth. As you press down, you activate the backs of the legs into the glutes and the lower spine. Maybe grabbing opposite elbows and swaying side to side in a ragdoll. The belly button always pulled in for support when we're hanging like this. Maybe you want to grab your blocks. Bring the earth closer to you. Inhale, coming into a halfway lift. And the spine is straight, the crown reaching forward, the sit bones reaching back. Think about extending the spine. And coming into a forward fold. Let's move the blocks back. take a baby step forward with the right foot, a big step back with the left, bringing the knee in a line with the ankle, toes pointing forward, dropping the back knee, untucking the toes, coming into a low lunge, fingertips on the blocks, opening the chest, bringing the gaze forward, tail tucked, front ribs pulled in and down. You can stay here if you want to work on the balance, lifting the arms up overhead, palms facing each other. Staying here for a few breaths, pressing down that right heel, the top of the left foot. Inhale, lifting out of the waist. As you exhale, cactus the arms, creating a baby back bend. Bringing the hands down to the blocks. We walk the blocks back, shift the hips back, half split. This front leg is your version of straight, toes pointing to the sky and back to the face. Hips are square, spine is straight. Feeling that nice stretch from the hamstring into the calf and the ankle. Activating the back of the leg by pressing down and pulling back with the heel. Inhale, walking the blocks forward, coming back into low lunge. Keep the hands on the blocks. That takes the wobble and the sway out of our low lunge. But as soon as we lift our arms up, you can feel the sway, you can feel the wobble. How to correct that, how to get rid of that, decrease it. Really drive down through that front leg. Lift out of the waist. And exhale, twist to the right hand reaching back, left hand reaching forward. And twisting like this challenges the balance, engages those stabilizer muscles. All right, inhale, arms up. And exhale, bring the hips back. Bring the blocks back with you. Yeah, walk it forward. Come up on the ball of the foot, coming into a runner's lunge. Let me stay here for just a moment. And pivot that back foot down, opening the hips and the chest, coming into a side, extended side angle. Arm comes up, overhead. The forearm can be on the thigh, can be on a block. The block can be behind the foot, can be in front of the foot. Whatever is comfortable in your body. Today we're going to honor our body, meet it where it is today. All right, let's come on back down. Put the blocks back. Come back to our tabletop. Sink the hips back for child's pose. Inhale, back to down dog. Maybe noticing if anything has changed. Does one side feel any different than the other since we've worked one side, but haven't worked the other one really yet? Inhale, heels high. Exhale, step and look forward. Inhale up to halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold, pressing down through the feet. We rise up. Inhale the arms overhead. Exhale, bring them to heart center, along down the sides, coming into a mountain pose. Feet are hip width distance apart. I'll turn this way so you can see me. Knees have a soft bend. The tail is tucked. Front ribs are pulled in and down, creating a lock in the abdomen. Looping the shoulders up, back, and down, letting them slide down the shoulder blades. Palms shine forward. The crown of the head is lifted towards the sky. Ears tracking over the shoulders. Maybe for a moment closing the eyes, taking a moment of gratitude. Gratitude for the way your body is able to move, meeting it where it is today, not getting frustrated by what it can't do, but embracing what it can do. As you inhale, think about lifting the crown to the sky, creating the space in your spine. And as you exhale, pressing down through the feet anchoring you to the earth, providing you stability, creating that strong foundation. And as you stand here, focus on the bottoms of the feet and the ankles. You can probably, with the eyes closed, you can probably feel them move and engage. And softly flutter the eyes open. Inhale the arms up overhead. Lift out of the waist. Exhale, take it to the right. Do a side body stretch, and then we'll hit the other side. Focus on really driving down through this left foot. The palms can stay together. You can drop that right arm down alongside the thigh. Have it at the waist. Whatever your body is craving today. Gaze can be down, can be out. If you don't have a neck issue, it can be up. Your choice. Inhale, lifting out of the waist. Exhale, take it to the other side. Feeling the stretch from the fingertips all the way down the side body into that outer foot. Really driving that right foot into the earth, opening up the side. And inhale, lifting the fingertips to the sky. Exhale, cactus the arms, opening the chest, letting the love in, shining your heart, creating a baby back bend in that upper back. And inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, forward fold, letting the head hang heavy. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands. Take a big step back with that right foot. Grab the ankle, move that left foot forward. Untuck the toes. Gonna need the blocks. The blocks are never where you want them to be. You should have 4 of them, one in each corner. All right, we can stay with the hands on the blocks to stabilize us a little more. We can explore working on that balance by inhaling the arms up, lifting out of the waist. Working on driving that left foot down and pulling back, the top of the right foot pressing into the mat, helping to take the sway out of our pose. As you exhale, cactus the arms, creating that baby back bend, keeping the tail tucked, bringing the hands down, shift the hips back. Walk the blocks back, straightening that front leg. Again, your version of straight. Toes pointing up to the sky. Spine is straight and hips are square. And walk that back into our low lunge. Inhale, arms up. Lift out of the waist, and as you exhale, twist to the left. Right hand pulling back, left hand pulling back, right hand pulling forward. Maybe the gaze follows that left hand. And inhale, fingertips to the sky. And exhale, hands come down, hips go back. Half split. And walk that forward, untuck the toe. Actually tuck the toe, come up on the ball of the foot into our runner's lunge. Pivot that right foot down. Left forearm to left thigh. Inhale the arm up and over, opening the front of the body to the long edge of the mat. Really driving down through the edge of that right foot, pressing down with the pinky. And you can always use a block, whether it's in front of the foot, behind the foot. All right, bring that down. Knee to the ground. Foot comes back. Child's pose. Inhale, coming up to down dog. Send those hips up and back. And taking inventory once more. Seeing how things may have shifted now that we've worked both sides. Really pressing down the fingertips, the balls of the feet. Keeping the spine straight and the head relaxed. And slowly inhale out to a plank. Just stay here for a moment. You can take this on the knees. If you're on the knees, you're still going to have the tail tucked and the front ribs pulled in and down. Hands underneath the shoulders. Since it's November, we'll call this Planksgiving. And we'll stay here for a few breaths. Pressing the earth away, really engaging the abdominal muscles. This is your little core workout. One more breath. Nice slow inhale, sending that breath down the spine, filling the belly. And as you exhale, come down to the knees and slowly lower everything to the earth. And scooch back if you need to. Work on Cobra first. I'm going to do Cobra and Sphinx today. Two of my favorites. So feet, tops of the feet pressing into the earth, legs together, shoulders underneath, or hands underneath the shoulders. Tucking the tail, pressing the pelvic triangle into the mat. As you inhale, lifting the head and the chest, elbows squeezing towards one another, shoulder blades coming together, activating the back muscles. Maybe exploring with removing the hands from the mat, only if it doesn't compromise that lower back. Can you go up a little higher? Can you squeeze the shoulder blades a little more? All while keeping that pelvic triangle on the tops of the feet pressing into the mat. I'll take one more breath. And release that down. Bending at the knees, letting the feet sway side to side. Maybe picking a favorite cheek to rest on for just a moment. And zipping those legs back up. We'll take one more round of Cobra. Maybe you come up a little higher this time. Inhaling the head, the chest, maybe some of the ribs. Maybe the abdomen. Maybe you're where you can be to almost straighten the arms. But keep that pelvic triangle glued to the mat. Back muscles activated. Squeezing the shoulder blades. And coming back down. Bending the knee. Swaying side to side. And bringing the legs down. Coming up on the forearms, we'll work on Sphinx. And the elbows underneath the shoulders. The forearms pressing into the mat. Not dumping into the shoulders, we're pushing the earth away and we're pulling the chest forward. Tops of the feet pressing into the mat. Gazes forward. Still activating the back muscles by squeezing the shoulder blades together. You might feel this in the front body, from the chest all the way down to the pelvic triangle, a nice little stretch. And coming down. Using the hands as pillows, rocking the feet side to side. And inhaling up to tabletop, we push through, crossing the shins, send the hips back, coming into a seated position. And come into our staff pose. Grab a blanket or a towel that's rolled up, so that you can sit on the edge of it. By sitting on the edge, it allows the hips to roll down and forward. Legs are straight, your version is straight. Toes pointing up to the sky. Straight spine. Crown is lifted. The sit bones rooted into the earth. Inhale, the arms up. Lift out of the waist. Exhale, bending from the hips, reaching it forward. Feel free to bend those knees in order to maintain a straight spine. Bringing the belly down closer to the thighs. Shoulders away from the ears. Reaching those fingertips out and up. And secretly, this is a little ab workout too. Pulling that belly button in for support, maintaining that straight spine. Maybe you work on pushing the legs down to straighten them a little more. As long as you don't round in that lower back, you want to maintain the straight spine. And inhale to come up. Exhale, hands come down to the sides. We're going to make our way onto our backs. Grab a block. First thing we'll do is a supported bridge. So legs are bent, knees are shining to the sky. Feet are close to the body, lifting the hips. Slide that block underneath. Right at the bottom of the tailbone. We're not dumping on this, we're just resting. The feet are pressing down. Knees no more than hip width distance apart. No pressure in the neck. Inhale, sending the breath into the belly to inflate it. As you exhale, releasing anything that's left over, any tension. Think about what you can soften when we're in these poses that are kind of not really tough, but they require muscle activation. What can you soften? Can you soften your brow? Can you unclench your jaw? Can you simply just breathe through the nose and fill the belly? I'll take one more inhale. And remove the block. Bring the hips down, sway the knees side to side. And finding stillness. We inhale, pushing the feet down and forward, sending the chest towards the chin, grabbing the sides of the mat, pulling it apart as if you could rip it apart. If that doesn't feel comfortable, maybe rolling the shoulders down towards the mat to open the chest a little more. Tucking the tail, creating some space in that lumbar spine. No pressure in the neck. We'll take 2 more breaths. Nice slow inhale through the nose. Open the mouth side out. 1 more. Inhale through the nose. Open the mouth side out. Inhale to your highest expression. And as you exhale, bring it down. Rock the knees side to side. Grab that block. We're going to put it in between the thighs, closer to the knees. And inhale, lifting the hips, pressing down and forward with the feet. Squeezing the block, those inner thighs. Tucking the tail, keeping that space that we've created in the lumbar spine. Maybe grabbing the edge of the mat and pulling it apart. Rolling the shoulders down. Opening the chest a little bit more. Really concentrating on squeezing that block. Don't let it fall. We'll take 1 more nice inhale, coming into our highest expression of the pose. And exhale, slowly bringing it down. Grabbing the block and moving it out of the way. Oops, sorry, that was really loud. Pulling the knees into the chest. I scared Paxton. Rocking side to side. Wrapping yourself up in love, compassion, forgiveness, acceptance. We give these things so freely to those that we love, but we find it very hard to give it to ourselves. What if we flipped that script and gave it to ourselves? We crave it from others. Why can't we just give it to ourselves? And finding stillness. Releasing one leg. Holding onto the knee. And let's switch that out. You can stay with alternating the knees, or maybe you want to explore coming into a happy baby by grabbing the backs of the thighs, the shins, the calves, the ankles, the outsides of the feet, bringing those knees into the armpits. Imagine doing a squat on the ceiling. Wherever your arm placement or your hand placement is, take an inhale and soften the body, create the space in the spine. And as you exhale, send the tail down to the mat and maybe bring the knees closer to the armpits. Inhale, relax. And exhale, tail to the mat. We'll do one more. Inhale, relax. And exhale. Pull the knees in closer to the armpits. And then release that. Bring the knees in for one last hug. Extend the legs as we set up for Savasana. Legs extended, arms by the sides, maybe closing the eyes. Once again, turning the attention inward, noticing anything that has changed or shifted throughout your practice. Feeling the support of the earth beneath you, holding you, cradling you, offering you love and strength. And as you inhale, sending that breath into the belly, inflating it like a balloon, coming up, expanding the ribs, filling the chest all the way to the collarbone. Hold at the top, maybe sipping in a little more. And then releasing, emptying the chest, the ribs, and the belly, pulling the belly button in, releasing anything trapped, anything extra. And inhale again, inflating the belly, expanding the ribs, filling the chest. And as you exhale, soften the face, the neck, the chest, the arms, the hands, the fingers, and the belly, the hips, the thighs, the calves, the feet and toes. Giving ourselves one more moment of stillness, allowing the breath to anchor us. If you can spend more time here, please do so. This is such an important pose to take. But if you have to get going, maybe start by rubbing the thumb across the fingertips, wiggling the toes, maybe stretching the arms out overhead, waking up the body, pulling the knees one at a time into the chest. Once again, wrapping ourselves in compassion, forgiveness, acceptance. Offering ourselves a moment of gratitude. Gratitude for showing up for yourself today. Gratitude for your body being able to move the way it does. And rolling to your right side. Coming into the fetal position. The position of rebirth, fresh start. With that left hand, pressing yourself up. Maybe keeping the eyes closed for just another moment. Coming into a seated position with the legs straight, or crossed, or bent, whatever's comfortable. Spine is straight, crown is lifted, nice and tall. Dropping the hands down by the hips. Inhale, Those arms out and up, scooping up all that positive energy you've created, connecting the palms at the top, harnessing that energy, bringing it into our heart space. So you can bring that positive energy out into the world today. Say hello to a stranger, smile at somebody you don't know. I hope the rest of your day finds you with peace, love, and blessings. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I'm really honored that you chose my practice to help guide you build your foundation. If you liked it, click the like button, subscribe for more. If you'd like to give me a comment, leave it down below. But I do ask that you keep it positive.